Good morning. Today's topic is classical problems of synchronization. Classical problems of synchronization. Here we will discuss about various classical problems of synchronization. Below are some of the classical problem displaying flaws of process synchronization in systems where cooperating processes are present. Okay, those are bounded buffer problem. Bounded buffer problem. This is also called as a producer-consumer problem. Producer-consumer problem or bounded buffer problem. And second one is the readers-writers problem. The readers-writers problem. And third one is dining philosophers problem. Dining philosophers problem. These are the three classical problems of synchronization. First one is bounded buffer problem or producer and consumer problem. We have two processes named as producer and consumer. There is a finite size of buffer or circular queue with two pointers in and out. Right? One more time. A bounded buffer problem. This is also called as a producer consumer problem. Here we have two processes named as producer and consumer, and there is a finite size of buffer. Buffer is nothing but hope you know a temporary storage area. It is a storage area of circular queue with two pointers. Two pointers, one is in and one is out. In and out. Hope you know for the purpose of inserting elements into the queue or circular queue, we have to use two variables which are front and queue. Like that, here we use in and out. Producer produces items and fills into buffer using in pointer. So our aim is here the buffer cannot overflow and at the same time the buffer cannot empty. We have to synchronize both producer and consumer, right? Hope you understand my point. Synchronization means equalizing. Here how can we synchronize the producer and consumer? Means we need to synchronize the producer process as well as consumer process. Producer produces and consumer consumes. We need to maintain the synchronization between these two processes, that is producer and consumer. See here, producer process produces items and fills into the buffer using in pointer, and consumer process consumes process from the buffer using out pointer. We must maintain a count for empty and full buffers. See, our aim is the buffer cannot overflow and as well as the buffer cannot underflow. Right? We need to maintain the synchronization between both producer and consumer. Also, there should be synchronization between producer items and consuming items. Otherwise, process go to sleep, an item is available to consume or a slot is available to put item. Right? Suppose, simply you just remember that we have a queue size of or buffer size of 10. 10 items are possible to place into the buffer. The producer produces and at the same time the consumer consumes, that means items are sold, right? So whenever the producer produces in the rate of something, I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and at the same time and at the same fast the consumer may consumes the items. Otherwise, if any one of the process is slow or stop, there is a problem of either overflow or underflow. Suppose the producer produces the items, but the consumer cannot be consume the items. What will happens? The buffer is overflow because we are able to place the items only 10. We cannot place the items more than 10 because the maximum size of the buffer is only 10. Suppose whenever the producer produces the items, in the same way the consumer consumes the items from the queue, there is a chance to produce the items by the producer as well as consumer consume the items. Okay, there is a synchronization. Let us suppose consumer consumes the items, but the producer cannot be in a position to produce the items in the same speed of the consumer. What will happen? And there is a chance of underflow of queue because there are no items in the buffer for placing. So like that, there is a need of synchronization between producer and consumer. So that is our aim to here. Producer consumer problem can be solved by using semaphores. Here we see solution using semaphore. There are 3 semaphores: full, empty and mutex. We have to take one more variable which is called mutex. See here, it is just like a queue, producer and consumer, empty, full, 0, buffer. Empty counts number of empty slots and mutex enforces mutual exclusion condition. Okay, this is a producer consumer problem. Here we have a program. See here, shared data. It is producer while true produce item, produce new item, p empty, decrease number of empty slots. Whenever the new item is produced, automatically the new item is placed into queue and the empty slots is decremented by 1. P mutex, enter into critical section, add item added into the buffer, we end the critical section, v full, increase the number of full slots, right? See, like that. Here consumer process, p full while decrease the number of full slots. See, consumer means whenever the item is consumed, we automatically decrease the number of full slots because one item is consumed, automatically the number of full slots are decreased. Like, enter into the critical section, right, remove an item from the buffer and end the critical section, right? This is the solution for bounded buffer problem or producer consumer problem. Next, readers writers problem. See, reader writer problem is another example of a classical synchronization problem. There are many variants of this problem, one of which is examined below. See, the problem statement is there is a shared resource. What is the meaning of the word shared resource? The resource is shared by multiple processes, okay, which cannot be assigned for a single process. The resource which is shared for multiple processes, that is called shared resource, which should be accessed by multiple processes. There are 2 types of processes in this context. There are reader and writer. Here we have 2 processes, which is one process is reader and another process is writer. Any number of readers. Please observe the problem statement one more time. There is a shared resource which should be accessed by multiple processes. I mean, one resource is there that is named as a shared resource. The meaning of the word shared resource means that resource should be shared by multiple processes. Okay, there are two types of processes in this context. Here we have two types of process. One is reader and second one is writer. See, any number of readers can read from the shared resource, right? One more time, any number of readers, I mean any number of reader processes can read from the shared resource simultaneously, mean at the same time any number of readers can read from the shared resource, but only one writer can write to the shared resource. That is okay, means we have two processes, reader and writer, and one shared resource. The reader processes, any number of readers can read from the shared resource, but one writer can write to the shared resource. I mean simply multiple processes are read the shared resource at the same time or simultaneously. I mean simultaneously any number of reader processes are read the data from the shared resource, but only one write is possible to write. One process is only possible to write in the shared resource. Okay, simply reading is possible for all, but writing is possible by only one at a time. Reading is possible for all at the same time, but writing is possible only one time, right? That is next. When a writer is writing data to the resource, no other process can access the resource, right? A writer cannot write to the resource if there are non-zero number of readers accessing the resource. Okay, means a writer process can trying to write, no other reader process are trying to read, right? Next, that is a problem statement. One more time, problem statement is there are a shared resource which should be accessed by multiple processes. There are two types of process in this context. There are a reader and a writer. Any number of readers can read from the shared resource simultaneously, but only one writer can write to the shared resource. When a writer is writing data to the resource, no other process can access the resource. A writer cannot write to the data to the resource if there are non-zero number of readers accessing the resource. That is the problem. How can we solve it, or what is the solution for that problem statement? See, from the above problem statement, it is an evident that readers have a higher priority than writer, right? Readers have higher priority than writer. If a writer wants to write to the resource, it must wait until there are no readers currently accessing the resource. Of course, you can also say that we have giving lower priority to writers and higher priority to readers process. So readers may have to read simultaneously from the shared resource, but if any writer wants to write, it must be check no other readers are trying to access the data from shared resource. So you can say by using that readers have higher priority than writer problem. See, if a writer wants to write to the resource, it must wait until there are no radars currently accessing the resource. I mean, simply after completion of work of radars process, then only writers are trying to access the resource. Okay, by using this context, we can say that the first priority goes to radars, then writers. Here we use one mutex m and a semaphore w. An integer variable read count is used to maintain the number of radars currently accessing the resource. So we need to maintain a variable. See, suppose radars, we have 10 radars. We can say that n is 10. So by using that, we can know how many number of radars are currently using that resource. See, the variable read count is initialized to 0. A value of 1 is given initially to m and w. Instead of having a process to acquire lock on the shared resource, we use the mutex m to make the process to acquire and release lock whenever it is updating the read count variable. So we have to maintain some variables for maintaining or for synchronizing or solution for the above problem, that is m, w and n. See, if you have shared memory or resources, then radars writers can create a conflict due to these combinations. Writer write and writer reader access critical sections simultaneously. That creates synchronization problem, loss of data, etc. We use semaphores to avoid these problems in radar writers problem. See, radar 1, writer 1, radar 2, writer 2, radar 3, writer 3. We follow some concepts using semaphore to solve radars writers problem. Radar and writer cannot enter into critical section at the same time. See, not only radar and writer, two processes cannot be possible to enter into critical section at the same time. Already I told you the critical section problem starting. Multiple radars can access critical section simultaneously, but multiple writers cannot access. Okay. Semaphore mutex ensures mutual exclusion property. Read count and WSEM ensures that there is no conflict in the critical section problem. This avoids race condition and loss of data and synchronization problem. Okay.